Stop recording.
Well, hello there, and welcome to the Doctor Who Target World YouTube channel. And I need to discuss the final two episodes of Stephen Poliakoff's Years of the Rocket. A fabulous series. If you haven't seen it, please binge watch it on BBC iPlayer. It's all there now. Last two episodes, we sort of build and build. We start off with him being pulled into a even bigger world of spying. He finds out what the people he thought he could trust, but all around that there's sort of extra layers of distrust. We cannot trust for the whole of this episode the Timothy Spall character, and then we meet this even nastier person who's like a real fascist general. He's a psychopath basically, and I've got a really good feeling. Please let me know on the Twitter page, that's Who Target, capital W, capital T, if it's Jeremy Irons or not. He's a real fascist, and he sounds very much like Jeremy Irons, but I'm not too sure if it was. And he sort of gets pulled further and further into this hole, basically. The main character played by Daniel Stevenson, and his character name's just gone out of my head, sorry about that. And around that we still got the Shaw family looking for their son Anthony, and that's the great Keeley Hawes sort of finds out he's a vegetarian and completely different to what she thought, and ends up finding him at a vegetarian hotel, which is beautifully shot, and in Norfolk, funny enough. And yeah, there they find him, but he doesn't believe, and he keeps saying that he's not, and he's got another name and a very strong Norfolk accent, so it's very interesting that. But yeah, we also have, by the end of this episode, 2 shooting of the MI5 people who he's been working for, and here we get to the office, and the office has been completely gutted, but he still decides he has to do something for his country, not knowing that all round this we have his daughter, who's brilliantly played and acted by, I'm not too sure now, but she's brilliant, who is having her own separate summer which he sort of doesn't know everything about, and she is getting more involved with one of the workers who's deaf from his factory, what makes these bleepers, what would be the bleeper eventually in hospitals, whatever he uses, and that's the slightly autobiographical thing, because Stephen Poliakoff's father did do that. And yeah, so we have that as well going on, and we see when she's at one of the balls that the friend Anthony said they didn't know him because she can lip read her friend. She tells her, and that sort of continues from there, and we sort of head to this climax of the final episode where he doesn't want to do it, but he thinks he has to do it for his country. And still right to the end of that, you think that the Timothy Spall character is the wrong character. You think he's the main spy, basically. So that's what leads you to the final episode, where he gets involved with them again, the whole Shaw family, and Richard Shaw, who's a politician, who really believes in all the fascist rubbish what's going around at that sort of time period. And we have this sort of idea of building their own private army, and they have tanks and that in the woods basically, so it's all quite shocking basically. And we get right up to the end where they have this big meeting speech, and he's sort of pulled in, and he has to wear a wire, and they know he's wearing the wire, so he gets the living daylights kicked out of him, and then the Jeremy Irons character, please tell me if it's not Jeremy Irons, it looks like Jeremy Irons and sounds like Jeremy Irons, so I'm thinking it might be, decides to shoot him, but at the last minute he gets shot by the Timothy Spall character, and you learn Timothy Spall character trust him all along. And then there's this whole feeling of ambiguity, and sort of we don't really know what we are really in society, and the fact his daughter, when she has her party in the street where he sort of finds out an awful lot about her, decides to still have the doomsday clock thing, the sort of clock they thought would end the world at the time. So yeah, it's lavishly shot, it's beautifully filmed, it has a lovely soundtrack, it just feels very good, it has a nice format, good ending I think, so it's well worth watching and enjoying.